Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, very quickly, I want to go ahead and talk about NBC Universal. So you guys know that there is a reality TV reckoning. That was a term or phrase coined by Bethany Frankel, former star of the Real Housewives of New York City, right? And, she wants, I guess, to unionize the reality television industry and have better rights and more resources for these reality TV stars. Well, of course, she was inspired by the writer's strike and the actor's strike. In today's time, the writers did reach a tentative deal with the studio, so that's a great thing. So shout out to them. The actor strike is still going forward, so we'll see where that goes. But I don't really see a lot of movement when it comes to this reality television reckoning. I don't see a lot of movement. I don't see them unionizing anytime soon, and I don't see any residuals, royalties being paid out to the stars of these reality TV shows anytime soon. So that's number one. However, we did get some news a couple of days back, about 3 days ago, where NBC Universal is coming out. They came out with a memo basically stating that they do want to update some of their workplace conduct guidelines for these reality TV shows, right? And so this comes from TV Deets. Shout out to them. It says NBC Universal is mandating production companies monitor alcohol consumption, provide additional health support, and implement more serious consequences for physical violence. The company is updating and strengthening their workplace conduct guidelines for reality shows amid various onset scandals at Bravo and Peacock. The chairman of NBC Universal Entertainment is now sharing details in a memo sent to an external production partner and later obtained by Deadline. The memo comes amid Bethany Frankel's reality reckoning campaign and onset incidents on shows like The Real Housewives, Ultimate Girls Trip, Below Deck, Down Under, Below Deck, Selling Yacht, Vanderpump Rules, which is really interesting because there has been a lot going on with these shows. There was an incident on Below Deck where I think one of the guys was like naked and like laid in some girl's bed. He ended up being fired. We recently had an incident on Two Vanderpump Rules where the girl was sleeping with her best friend's man. That was an entire hot damn mess. And they kind of steamrolled her during the reunion. And so I think when they talk about mental health resources, they're referencing that situation. What else happened? We also had some instances of violence recently when it comes to the Real Housewives of Potomac, where you had the Sesame Street character coming out and she was acting like she wanted to fight Candace, and then Candace was defended by Wendy's friend right, who ended up beating up the Sesame Street character. But then the Sesame Street character had a friend pull Kiana's hair down and pull the whole fight down to the ground on this little TV show. That way Sesame Street character, then beat up Kiana, and then Kiana had to be, escorted off the premises in an ambulance. What else do you have? Oh, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. We have this situation where Brandi Glanville, I think the rumor is that she was sexually harassing one of her cast members by the name of Caroline Manzo. They say that that's probably one of the reasons why the show is being pushed back, because production is in shambles and they're trying to figure out, how to navigate the situation, how to air the situation. And so it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on these shows. Let me see if I can give you guys some more details. So it says they're looking to update their process around mental health. And while the company already requires all reality TV show participants to meet with a psychologist prior to filming and are provided with psychological support during and after filming, there now must be psychological care made available after filming. That includes support to cast throughout the airing of the shows and beyond, including mandatory on-set support during reunion tapings. Then we also have, they're implementing some new policies talking about how they're going to have more serious consequences for physical violence. Okay, so no champagne flute for Sesame Street character and Miss Kiana, Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie's friend. They also have a little note in here about NDAs. It says the memo also addressed the use of confidentiality clauses, something former Real Housewives of New York City star Bethany Frankel has called out amid her reality reckoning campaign. While Frankel has suggested that the organization is using NDAs to keep talent from speaking out about their experience, NBC Universal throws cold water on the idea and confirms that they never enforce the contracts in that manner. All right, so let me go ahead and read some of these comments under TVD's post. Somebody said, yes, the disrespect and violence has to stop. Potomac and Atlanta went downhill after they allowed violence to go unchecked. It's Tony wrote, we need fights to keep The show's interesting though, just saying. I always win 705 wrote, Nene said it first, but Bethany gets the credit. White America. Somebody wrote long overdue. Bravo, Bethany. Anthony Abbott wrote, I wonder what this means for the new season of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Thankfully for Potomac, the women who got into the fight were not actual, cast members. They were friends or guests. So that's going to be really interesting to see. Let's see. Somebody said, great, drinks thrown are also an act of violence, so we need some justice on Real Housewives. So yes, it seems as though Bethany's reality reckoning is working. Remember, she had lawyers draft up a letter to NBC Universal demanding better, workplace guidelines for these people. So it looks like that is actually, changing things. So listen, let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.